So I'm currently in Bangkok airport, and I was due to be home last week. I was due to fly back to the UK last Monday after spending 3 weeks in Thailand, but I decided to just extend my trip and not go back to work. Essentially, I've decided to resign from my 9 to 5 job. So I've ended up just doing over a month here in Thailand, and I'll now be going over to Cambodia from Bangkok. So yeah, I'm excited. It's obviously the biggest risk that I've ever taken in my life, really, spending 12 years working in the corporate world. Before I came away, kind of back end of last year, I was just getting kind of a bit sick of the job, to be honest. Been trying to build my business on the side as well over the last 2 years or so, and that's kind of where my passion lies. And I think just being away from home and being into Thailand, it's kind of just made me understand what is important to me, you know, going and living life and having some of that time back and not being tied down to logging on at 9 o'clock every morning and logging off at 5 p.m. kind of thing. So yeah, taken a big jump, but excited for the next trip in Cambodia. Had an unreal time in Thailand. I did make a couple of clips and stuff, which hopefully I'll be uploading, but this is the first time that I'm going to start kind of, I guess, vlogging and documenting kind of my journey from here, really. As I say, starting in Cambodia, I think I'll be going into Vietnam as well from there. Only probably another 6 weeks or so away. I need to be back in the UK end of March time for personal reasons, something else. But yeah, going to be documenting the journey. So yeah, let's see what the journey in the future holds. Okay, so I'm now in Cambodia. Had a bit of a nightmare last night. The flight was delayed quite a few hours, so I didn't get back to the hotel where we're staying, which is about an hour away from the airport, until about midnight last night. But God, first impressions, the people here are unreal. They're so nice, so kind. Yesterday, just at the airport, there was just a random Cambodia guy that literally was picking up my cases and putting them into the car. He wasn't even working at the airport. He had his own luggage. I think he must have just got a flight into where we were, and he was just helping me out the blue. But yeah, similar to coming to the hotel, people are exactly the same. I think just to give you a bit of context, so going back to the clip last night in the airport, just talking about work and deciding to stay on and obviously resign from my job. So I think it's all stemmed from really the back end of last year. Kind of just burnt out, really. Was doing a lot in terms of my 9 to 5 job. I was obviously trying to build my business on the side as well, and trying to manage my diabetes. And then there was a lot going on in my personal life in terms of having to move out and things like that. And it just all got too much, which just resulted in burnout. So I did have some time away from work at the back end of last year. And I think just having that time away was where I kind of realised that, you know, it is my business that I want to go and pursue. It is some time that I want to get back and go and travel and see the world and things like that. So, you know, I just saw this as a opportunity, really. You know, I didn't hate my job as such. It was just, you know, I just didn't feel motivated anymore with it. You know, I've worked in the corporate world for 12 years now. I turned 30 last October, so it's just like, you know, I'm never going to get an opportunity like this again, really, to kind of stay on in Asia and just travel a little bit more. So that's kind of where this risk has stemmed from in terms of making this jump. So yeah, I'm excited. We've got a few things planned today. I'm going to go and see a temple. It is actually the 8th wonder of the world as well. I think it was built over like 900 years ago, so excited for that. And then I think in the afternoon we're going to go and see how some of the Cambodian people live in some of the floating villages. So yeah, hopefully kind of dive into their culture a little bit more, which is the type of stuff which I love. So yeah, excited for the day. So I'm currently at our third and last temple. I think there was 4 to do in total, but because we're running a bit late for our afternoon guide thing that we've got, we're just going to do the 3 temples. I'm not a massive history person, to be fair, but I can just definitely appreciate some of the detail that goes into some of these things. Unreal, like some of the detail in all the buildings and stuff, and just obviously how old they are. Like the main one, the first one that we went to, was like 900 years old. I don't know how old these other 2 are, but they're quite close together as well. They're quite close to each other. Wasn't that far in the tuk-tuk, but yeah, unreal experience just having a little walk around all the ruins and stuff. So it's the morning after. We didn't get back until about just after 8 o'clock last night, and because of our late flight from from Thailand, not getting to the hotel and getting to sleep until like 2 o'clock in the morning, we were just knackered. So just literally got some street food when we got back and kind of just went back to the hotel and went to bed really. But wow, what a day yesterday, unreal. Yesterday afternoon at the floating village was probably my favourite day, favourite like activity, favourite thing I've done since being in Asia really, since obviously spending the last 4 to 5 weeks in Thailand. Just such a contrast of a day really, going and viewing the temples in the morning, hello. And obviously just seeing like the beauty and the history, and then going to like the floating village in the afternoon and seeing how they live. Yeah, it was just unreal, and I was moaning on the way there because I was just like so hungry. I'd had a croissant all day, and then like you get there and you're just like so grateful for actually what you do have at home. And you know, like these people, they don't actually live badly, like they've actually got like a decent life. But going and seeing like all the little kids like in the school and just like how happy they are and stuff like that, it's just, yeah, unreal. I've never really been to anywhere like that before, so yeah, just an amazing experience really. And like I say, just makes you grateful for what you do have. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Hello. That'll be the end of the video today. Not too sure what I have planned for the rest of the day, but that'll be in the next video. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching.